Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. It is 11:44. I'm here with your Sunday service. Okay, what should we do today? Should we do a Celtic cross? Let's use the Tarot Mucha. Let's do a Celtic cross and then we can have a look at what's actually gone on this week, as well as what may be to expect from this upcoming week. Sounds good. It sounds good. It's got extremely warm. I actually feel as if I've got a bit of a sweat on. I knew you were waiting. I knew you were waiting for me. Ding, ding, ding. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I didn't mean to say that. My ears have just gone. Yeah, it's kind of in tune. A tuning fork is what I'm taking to. Let's have a look at this. The Death card. This is a good energy on the table. I haven't kind of read into it really. Kind of seen some cards. I know that what's going on behind the scenes is the only card I can't see. So we have the Death energy, and I can see that something's occurred over this week. Okay, let's have a look into this energy. What we're talking about is when the universe offers you an opportunity. I've been speaking about this in my previous readings. Will you see the opportunity, or will you fail to see the opportunity? So it's like a test. And I feel this is for the masculine here. Okay. I say that, but then I see the masculine's hand. And I'm wondering, as I'm looking on, whether or not it's actually a test for the feminine. Well, it's a test. A test of what? A test of your spirit. This is a test of faith. So we're having a look at the Ace of Wands. Let's just read this as I tell the story. We shall let the card tell the story. Okay. The Ace of Wands. The Ace of Staves signifies a creative impulse rising within you. It may be artistic or sexual or entrepreneurial. Whatever the focus, your passion requires an outlet. Passive observation and overly careful consideration are no longer permitted. Any step you take in any direction will put you on the path to success now. This is only the beginning. The journey may be long and the rewards still in the far distance, but the time for action has arrived. Seize your opportunities now, or they may pass you by. I do actually feel this is for the masculine's energy. Okay, the key idea is the beginning of an enterprise, opportunities offered, a new positive attitude. Now, we have what I would call the sneaky 7. And then we have, that's the 7 of Swords, and then we have the 6 of Swords, 76. Now, when I said I felt as if it was an opportunity to take or to ignore, I actually feel like this is taking the opportunity. And in a way, although I called it a sneaky 7, this is about actually maybe being sneaky so that you can actually be fulfilled and satisfied. Sometimes we have to act, sometimes a little bit sneaky to get ourselves out of situations here. But he's like broke out of the tree trunk. So this really takes me to the underlying energy, which is the masculine has gone through a rebirth. This week, not the week coming up, the week that's just passed. The death energy. Let's have a look at these 2 cards, which is the challenge. Do you take the opportunity, or do you... it's about pretending not to see it. Let's read about the 7 of Swords. In the pre-dawn hush, a warrior sneaks into the enemy camp and steals their weapons. He does not care about honour or righteous battle. Acting on his own, he pursues victory at any price. Taking such a sly and indirect strategic position throws everything into potential chaos. The traditional rules of war no longer apply, and the danger has been increased by the rash action. The next step should be considered very carefully. Key ideas: dishonour, theft, a victory through deception or trickery, a need for vigilance. I actually feel as if this masculine is standing up for himself. He does not care about honour or righteous battle. Acting on his own, he pursues victory at any price. Let's look at the moving on card. A ferryman transports a traveller across choppy water towards a farther shore. The traveller takes no active role in this journey. He sits within a shelter of swords, removed from the world, wounded and withdrawn. When he gets to the other side, he will take up his life's path again. For now, he gathers his strength and allows healing of body and spirit to do their work. Key ideas: letting others carry you for a time, passive acceptance of help, recovery. So this kind of comes in with yesterday's reading about not relying upon the divine. It's like you've been relying upon the divine long enough now. This is about being able to rely and trust yourself. Now, in the past, this week, is actually the connection. So I believe the 1111 portal had a massive effect on the energies, especially collectively for the masculines, because I felt they were recognising the divine feminines now. The song that was coming through as I was shuffling was, "You are so beautiful to me, can't you see?" 4 of Wands, past energy. Three maidens prepare for a festival to mark a time of great joy. Such celebrations are vital to the human spirit, for they affirm that life is more than just day-to-day routine. When an achievement has been accomplished, a rite of passage is attained. All peace and harmony return after a time of trouble. We pause to celebrate. It is important to create rituals that symbolise significant events. Something or someone is worthy of such a celebration now. Key ideas: the blessings of peace, celebration, remembrance through ritual, holiday festival. Holiday festivals. It took me actually to Martin Luther King. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Reborn. We're looking to the future. No, we've got to look at the present energy. Divine Feminine. Queen of Pentacles. Okay. She looks rather flushed. This is about a sign coming in. Beep. Let's read about the Queen of Pentacles. Divine Feminine, you're sitting now. You're in the current energy. You to me, you're everything, the sweetest song that I could sing, oh baby. The Queen of Discs is the practical mother who knows best. She offers her advice freely and it is always worth taking. That's a sign. She has wisdom that can find solutions to problems that may seem insurmountable to others. Her sceptre bears the horns of Taurus, the sign of earthly perseverance. Once her mind is set on a goal, she will not stop until it is achieved. Her self-confidence ensures her success. If this card does not represent a person, it may indicate great progress on a project, increased material wealth, and improved health. This does represent a person. It represents you, Divine Feminine. Mother love, protectiveness, a forceful will, taking pleasure in the earthly senses. Now, looking into the future, this is where it was, whose test is this? Because we have the Ten of Cups, and you can see the masculines are reaching out for this Ten of Cups. Then we have the feminine energy, who's kind of maybe busy, engrossed in her earthly pleasures, that she's actually failing to see that a sign's coming in. Because that's the Ace of Cups there being offered. Hold on, who did I say was offering this? The Divine or the Divine Masculine? So out of the clouds, out of the blue, okay, it's a declaration of love. And this is looking into next week's energy. The thing is that he's in his chariot. He hasn't quite done it. He's waiting for the sign, the nudge from the divine. That's future energy. Ten of Cups, masculine's reaching out for it. Let's read about it. Extra, extra, read all about it. Ten of Cups. Joy is coming to you in ways that may seem miraculous. A trouble or struggle is fading away, and the happiness that follows is more intense because of it, as a rainbow follows the storm. This is a time of wonder, not just for you, but for those you love and for those in your fellowship. Home, health, love, prosperity, all will benefit now. Take advantage of opportunities to share your good fortune with others, not just in material ways, but in ceremonies of celebration and thankfulness. The Divine Masculine is also celebrating in his own way. Key ideas: family and community, lasting happiness, a time of peace after struggle, relief. Now we have the Four of Cups. I'm singing Status Quo. We're in the army now. Whoa, whoa, we're in the army now. I feel like this line of cards is quite away from the actual main cross. Interesting. Anyway. Four of Cups. Lost in fantasy, this restless spirit cannot find contentment in the actual world that surrounds her. I felt you actually was appreciating the world. Okay. Opportunity after opportunity is offered, but none captures her interest for more than a moment. The daydream world in which she wanders could never compare to her earthly walk. If you have let boredom or illusion dull your life, it is time to awaken to reality. The cup of happiness is always just out of reach for the one who seeks only perfection. Key ideas: discontent, boredom, cynicism about life's possibilities, ungratefulness. Okay, so just pick yourself up on that next week, Divine Feminine, if you feel as if you kind of lost yourself a little bit in the flow. You have to be balanced here. Not you have to be perfect, and neither does the Divine Masculine. This would just unfold when it's meant to unfold. I felt the energy of maybe 3 people came into union this week when it said 3 maidens celebrate here. Everyone's time is coming. Let's look at the Chariot card. This masculine looks a bit wounded. Looks like he's got a scar under his eye. Been at war. I feel this is a spiritual war that the Divine Masculines are fighting. Card number 7. A conquering hero stands in his chariot of victory, a great city behind him. Perhaps this is the city he has captured, or perhaps it is the city of his birth, awaiting his triumphant return. For the moment, he contemplates his achievement and how it fits into the flowing river of his life's experiences. The light and dark sphinxes that draw his chariot represent the positive and negative forces that drive him. His motivation to succeed may spring from a desire to serve or a desire to subjugate. His pride, power, and ambition are matched by humility, generosity, and nobility. All these qualities must pull together in harmony for ultimate success, not just for the Divine Masculine, but for you too, Divine Feminine. All these elements must be in harmony. All these qualities must pull together in harmony for ultimate success. The key idea is success, self-satisfaction, a sense of accomplishment, and managing your own destiny. Now, what's going on behind the scenes, what's assisting behind the scenes, has been unknown. Let's have a look. It still is. It's a transitional energy here, but it's actually a feminine again. So Divine Feminine, there is a lot going on behind the scenes with the Divine Masculine. You need to be aware of that. Let's read this. 5 of Pentacles. Chilled to the bone and in despair, a starving beggar cries out to the heavens to come to her aid. Whatever the circumstances are that have brought her to this place, she no longer believes she can save herself and move through this time of trouble. And yet help is very close if she will only open her eyes and see it. Warmth, light and sanctuary are hers for the taking. Her prayer will be answered, and welcoming arms await her when she is ready to receive them. Feels like the Divine Masculine's ready. He's waiting. It feels like for you to be in true alignment. How do you feel about this? We've got the Strength card. Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine. The strength of both of you can fight anything. This card couldn't even fight off the devil. This card. Play your cards right. I felt the energy of giving someone a red card, but I actually felt like the masculine may have given somebody else the red card. You're both feeling contented, but it does feel as if you're both longing for comfort. Also, pay attention to the animals, as they are a sign. They are a sign. I saw the sign, and it opened up my eyes. I saw the sign. Life is demanding without understanding. A magnificent golden lion rests peacefully beside a tender maiden. They are under the open sky, with no need for shelter or protection, either from the outside world or from each other. Though the lion could savage the maiden with the one stroke, though the lion could savage the maiden with one stroke of his mighty paw, she is not afraid. The goodness of his heart is more powerful than his instinct to destroy his prey. His natural impulse to kill has been subdued by the gentle trust of the maiden. So this could be about you, Divine Feminine. I said at the beginning, in the beginning, about looking for opportunities. This is about trust and faith. Okay, Spirit. The goodness of his heart is more powerful than his instinct to destroy his prey. His natural impulse to kill has been subdued by the gentle trust of the maiden. Do you trust your divine masculine, divine feminine? She too has controlled her instinctive fear of the beast. Of the beast. 666 is the number of the beast. Allowing her to see his profound beauty. This is true courage, not the lack of fear, but the strength to move beyond and embrace the unknown. The key idea is overcoming baser instincts, conquering fears, the joining of two opposing forces in harmony. First, you get yourself into alignment, then you and the divine masculine will experience physical union. How is this affecting others? I didn't even notice this card was on the table. It's masculine here with his eyes closed. It's waiting for the sign. Now this is a messenger. He will send you a message. Even though there's a knight up there, which takes me to the knight makes the offers, pages send a message. This is both. This is a message of an offer. How does the divine masculine feel about this situation? Let's have a look. The Page of Pentacles. He's called the Knave. He's brave. The Knave of Discs offers assistance in all practical tasks and undertakings. His earthly attention to detail in every step along the way brings success through worthy effort. He is not the kind of help that offers flashes of inspiration, but his loyalty and trustworthiness are unsurpassed. The more responsibility you can give him, the better for both of you. Mutual fruitfulness will be the reward. If this card does not represent a person, it can mean a gift of a new financial opportunity or a reward for hard work well done. Key idea is loyalty, trustworthy service, and exchange of opportunities. Okay, what I'm picking up here is because the Divine Feminine's in the Queen of Pentacles energy, she's in her masculine energy. So when I said that she's paying more attention to like the earth than what she is up above, Divine Feminines, we interact with the 5D, with the divine. Okay, it's the masculines that are more connected with the 3D, earthly realm. So in a way, it's kind of like, can you put your focus where it should be, and that's trusting your intuition. It's like the masculine doesn't have that. It says here, he is not the kind of help that offers flashes of inspiration, but his loyalty and trustworthiness are unsurpassed. The more responsibility you can give him, the better for both of you. And mutual fruitfulness will be the reward, because you are blending the as above, so below, as within, so without. Beautiful card. Hopes or fears? Well, it's the Lovers on the table. Got the Devil here. I feel that's the Devil leering over the Lovers here. Let's have a read. You can see the fires on one side, and then the other side's very earthly. But earthly, let's just... There's a snake on the feminine side here. Divine Feminine, I feel as if your insecurities, it's like as it comes in, you become insecure, which is not what we want. It's about you being in a state of expectation. Not just that, but your divine masculine's changed and you're not sure whether or not you can trust that. You must. It's all part of the process. It's what you expected to happen if for the two of you to be together. You both had to change and evolve and ascend. Let's have a look at, we don't read the devil, we're going to the lovers. Two primal lovers stand together in the garden of bliss. A watchful angel protects their union but cannot prevent them from making choices, both wise and foolish, that contribute to their soul's growth, both as individuals and as a pair. The tree of wisdom offers illumination and dispels illusion, and choosing to eat its fruit opens the garden gates and lets in the real world. This is a choice that marks the difference between mere infatuation and true love. The lovers seek to know each other and to be known. They long to open their heart secrets to the other and to find the common beauty within. It is this longing for beauty that moves them into each other's arms. We are at our most beautiful when seen through the eyes of love. Key ideas: soulmates, choosing commitment, the temptations of love, the immortal beloved. Beautiful card. Beautiful description. How do we end this reading? Divine Feminine in the Wheel of Fortune here. Your time is coming. And it feels very much as if the winds are going to be changing. You will sense this. But you have to kind of look through this. Okay, well that takes me again to Remembrance Day. It's got all poppies on there. So it's taken me to 11:11. So this is about you taking into consideration your own beliefs about what occurs during these important portal moments. Let's read about destiny. The will. With no beginning and no end, the will symbolises the eternal cycles of change. The stages of life, the seasons of the year, the phases of the moon, everything in our human experience is in a constant state of change. I want to say including not just you, but also your divine masculine. The windmill in the distance is a reminder that all of these changes are grist for the mill. What may seem like a loss now can turn to an unexpected advantage in time. Sorrowful events bring with them the gifts of wisdom and depth of character, but change must be acknowledged in the happy times as well. No joy lasts forever. The sands of the hourglass mark the precious moments as they pass. The message of the will is to find your place in the circle of life as well as in the timeless experience of eternity. The key idea is time, eternity, the temporal world, the inevitability of change, fortune and luck. And the underlying energy is the death. The death card. A long vigil ends at sunrise, and the knight who has undergone the ordeal lies naked and seemingly dead. His sword has been held in the possession of a priest, for no worldly weapon can be of use when the enemy is death itself. Setting aside the trappings of his mortal life, the knight offered himself on the altar of the ultimate sacrifice, to die to his old self and be reborn, purified, worthy of sacred service. You want to know what's going on with your divine masculine? Best listen up then. Setting aside the trappings of his wrong card. Do you want to know what's going on with the Divine Feminine and the Divine Masculine? Setting aside the trappings of his mortal life, the knight offered himself on the altar of the ultimate sacrifice, to die to his old self and be reborn, purified, worthy of sacred service. Will death claim the knight for his own, or set his feet back on the path of mortality? To truly be transformed, it must not matter. Will death claim the knight for his own, or set his feet back on the path of mortality? To truly be transformed, it must not matter. Acceptance of endings is demanded, whether of life itself or merely one role in that lifetime. Something that is finished must be released, and the new day is dawning. Key ideas: release of what no longer serves, the end of a part of life, rebirth into a new self or situation. Need to give your Divine Masculine some slack. Well, if you were to ask me. We're going to angel prayers. And the energy is coming through is just because they haven't spoke about it doesn't mean they haven't gone through hardships. Men don't speak about it, do they? Us women, we're chatterboxes. We like to get it out. But men don't operate like that, and you know that. As a feminine, you know that men struggle with expressing their emotions and finding the words to even explain what they're feeling, and that's once they've even understood what they're feeling. Okay, let's get a card from the angel prayers. Balance. Thank you, angels, for bringing my life into balance. Take time to balance out your life. You're trying to be everywhere at once, and you'll be feeling out of sync because of this. Taking time for yourself is an important step, but also balance out your work schedule and home life. When you slow down and create a schedule, you'll feel as though you have more time. I do feel like Divine Feminine, you need to create yourself some kind of schedule, a new schedule. Expanded interpretation. The angels know how busy you are and that you like to do as much as you can. They are here to guide you to balance out your life because they know how tired and drained you feel trying to complete all of the tasks you have set for yourself. It's important for you to know what balance is and how much you can do without overexerting yourself in any way. You have the ability to balance out your home, work, family, and social life so that you can feel strong, healthy, and empowered. It's good guidance. Let me pull another card, because I did feel that was for the Divine Feminine. Well, actually, it feels like the whole reading is for you, Divine Feminine. Shine your light, Archangel Uriel. Thank you, Uriel, for helping me to share my light with the world. This is about shining your light on, like, the darkness, the devil energy. Shine your light. You are blessed to have received this angel card today. As the angels feel the world is now ready to see the special gifts and talents that they call your light. You have been hiding yourself from the world for far too long. I do feel like I'm speaking to the masculines, but hey. You have been hiding yourself from the world for far too long, and now is the time for you to step into your power and share the gifts you have with all of those around you. You are a great beacon of light, and when you walk into the room, many people benefit from your positive energy and heart-filled presence. The expanded interpretation. Your guardian angel is encouraging you to continue on the spiritual pathway and to help as many people as you can. I feel like it's gone back to the divine feminine now. Balance. It's important to look after your energy first. But if you can be of service to another, the angels are encouraging you. The mighty Archangel Uriel is standing before you today and showing you the way to go. However you feel called to serve humanity, it has been angelically inspired. Go for it and shine. Archangel Uriel. Uriel's name means God's light. And he is the angel of light. He brings the light, energy and harmony of the sun into our lives so that we can feel youthful and inspired. He helps us feel healthy, balanced and focused too, so that we can have a clear picture of our goals and where they're taking us. If you're not sure what your next step should be, he can help you solve problems to work through challenges. Card number 77, page number 76 and 77. 76. Where now then? The law of attraction. Card number 11 here. My creative workshop process works for me. It's got to work for you guys. What works for you or what works for you may not work for your divine masculine. Same as your opposites. If you will use your time with an intention to collect data that you may bring into your creative workshop, you'll find every day to be one of fun. So I feel this is about continuously learning. I want continual joyous growth. I wouldn't be surprised if the divine masculine, if you found out the divine masculine was very deep into studying esoteric information. My manifesting thoughts are buffered by time. Thank the Lord for that. Change your mind then. Your earth is a nice environment for fine-tuning your knowledge, for here your thoughts do not translate into instant equivalence. Your thoughts are governed by a buffer of time. If you were instantly manifesting, you would be spending more time trying to fix your mistakes than you would in creating what you want. The buffer of time. When the timing is right, guys. Okay. Well, have a look at your sacred spirit. I can create castles as easily as buttons. Okay. Let's have a look at the sacred spirit reading cards. I've got the card. Eternal union, new love is forming. Interesting, because I'm really picking up on this devil energy. Card number 15. I just felt, I spoke about the devil energy here. This spoke about death, facing death. And felt the energy here. Although that actually could be more of a death energy than the devil. I think I might be like getting the devil mixed up with the death. That's interesting. Divine feminines, don't get mixed up. Thinking that your divine masculine is the devil when he's just been going through a rebirth. A purification. Card number 15. So give your Divine Masculine some slack. Okay. New love is forming. Strengthen your relationships. In a lifetime, we are destined to meet many members of our soul group and soul family. Many of them enter through life as a soulmate, fated to teach us lessons about unconditional love and ourselves. A soulmate can be a friend, family member, work colleague, partner, neighbour, or someone you strongly disagree with, clashing with every time you are around each other. When a soulmate enters your life, they offer your soul support, guidance, and growth, whether physically, emotionally, or spiritually. You may feel you have known them forever, or you may be instantaneously comfortable in their presence. Dependent upon what your soul needs, a soulmate may be a brief encounter, or this relationship could last a lifetime. Acting as a catalyst for growth, these souls are here to teach you something new. Currently, meeting new people will bring great conversations. Interesting people will enter your life now to teach you something valuable about yourself and your interests or passions in life. Social gatherings and casual meetups will create opportunities for meaningful connections. Right now, you are being encouraged to actively listen to others. For those who you despise or see as enemies, view these people as possible soul connections. They are there to teach you life lessons and challenge your structured belief systems. This new understanding will deepen the love you have for others, including new and existing partnerships, opening doors for an expression of eternal union. This living expression of love will influence romantic connections, including marriage, with long-term commitments possible now. The expression of eternal union between two souls will bring new levels of love on an emotional, physical, mental, and spiritual connection. True love is limitless. The shadow aspect is introversion, restlessness, and disenfranchised. The sacred crystal is the emerald. The angel assistance is Archangel Haniel, attracting meaningful relationships. And the affirmation for this card: I am a living and loving expression. Come out really quickly. I am a living and loving expression of the eternal union. I am blessed. I am a living and loving expression of the eternal union. I am blessed. Let's end with another Mary card for this Sunday service. This Sunday. Look how she's touching his heart. She's healing his heart. Okay. I'm taken to this little doorway being red with the cards here. Our Lady of Manifest Miracles. Guys, the number 11. With the 1111 here. It's card number 11. And it's Our Lady of Manifest Miracles. That's taken to the red here, look. It's like a doorway. Love seeks to manifest through you, as you. It is not only your spirit that is to be blessed by love, but your body and your life too. You are meant to live a reality of divine love. You are meant to experience the presence of the divine in everyday life. Your spiritual life and material existence are not destined to be separate, but rather are to be united, enhancing each other, infusing each other with love in sacred relationship. My miracles are not limited to the world of spirit. They manifest in the material world as signs that divine love is alive in the here and now. Will you be a willing channel for my miraculous manifestations? We may think of miracles as special, out of the ordinary occurrences, yet Mother Mary teaches us that the miraculous is meant to happen every day. It already does. If only we had the eye of the heart open enough to see it, we would be sent into states of rapture at how marvellous divine creation is, at how extraordinary is the creativity that unfolds in every moment of our lives, and how miraculous intervention happens through divine grace. Subtly and yet inevitably, grace brings this person and that person together. It weaves this synchronicity into that, which leads to another amazing moment of creation. Endlessly, the miracles of creation build upon each other in exquisite patterns of divine love simply happening. We can be fearful of not being in control of it, of not knowing how it is going to work itself out, or we can be in awe and trust and choose to surrender into the flow of the Mother's grace. So vast is the scale of divine intelligence unfolding in perfect plan upon the earth, our minds might become overwhelmed and challenged by what is essentially unfathomable to anything other than the trusting heart that needs no explanation. No matter how we choose to look at things or respond, life itself, including the miraculous manifestations of the Divine Mother, continues. This oracle, however, brings to you a special task, if you are willing to accept it. This task is to become a sacred vessel through which the miracles of the Mother can be manifest. Throughout history, there are stories of ordinary people who were asked by Mother Mary to perform some task or other. These tasks were not impossible, but were challenging because they asked each individual to put more faith in her will prevailing than in the fears and the fears of those around them. Interesting because it spoke about her will prevailing. Anyway, these tasks were not impossible but were challenging because they asked each individual to put more faith in her will prevailing than in the fears and the fears of those around them, even if they couldn't see how that could be possible. These people became known as saints, but they began just as you and I, ordinary people living their lives with a love for the Holy Mother and a desire to be open to the miraculous. To fulfill the task that the Mother will ask of you, whether you know what that is right now or have no idea whatsoever as yet, you'll need to have courage. Courage will help you trust your heart as you sense her task for you. It might be a seemingly small task, such as planting a garden of flowers on your front lawn, which will benefit those who pass by. It might be a large task, such as speaking the truth in a relationship where you might fear that in doing so, you will lose the relationship. It might be to write a book or to come out of the spiritual closet, so to speak. It might be to pray for someone who hurt you. It might be to pray for someone who hurt you and to ask for forgiveness for them. It might be to love yourself enough to say no to a relationship that is not right for you, even if there is love there. It might be to move to another place where your light is needed, even if you do not understand that at the time. It might be to support a cause that stirs your heart, or to go to a spiritual class or workshop, or to set some boundaries between you and family members who ask too much of you. Courage will also help us trust in her as we carry out her task. It is through our efforts in carrying out the task asked of us that we empower her to help us. It is difficult to help someone who won't help themselves. We have to give to receive, and as we receive, we are empowered to give. We need to have courage to start the cycle without trying to control it. We need courage to accept the help offered and to keep going. Our Lady of Manifest Miracles wants her presence felt and her plan of love carried out through each one of us in the physical world, and that includes you. This oracle brings a special message also, that it is time now to put your spiritual principles to the test. It is time to rely on them completely as a way to live and move in the world. It is not only safe to do this, but the only way to really allow her miraculous love to manifest through you. Doing this will mean that all that is destined to be born through you this lifetime can then be. You are being blessed by the Holy Mother, empowered by her, and asked to trust completely in her grace. But that just brought it together perfectly. This oracle brings a special message also, that it is time now to put your spiritual principles to the test. It is time to rely on them completely as a way to live and move in the world. Guys, have yourself a fantastic Sunday, and I will catch up with you soon. Okay, take care, much love. Bye for now.